Want to speak real Persian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at PersianPod101.com.
And ways to amaze native speakers. It is very fun. Let's start. ممنون ولی فارسی زبون مادری من نیست. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. ممنون ولی فارسی زبون مادری من نیست. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Oh, it means you already speak very well and someone told you are a native speaker. That's perfect. Go ahead. فقط 1 سال طول کشید تا بتونم روون صحبت کنم. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. فقط 1 سال طول کشید تا بتونم روون صحبت کنم. It took me only 1 year to become fluent in English. I think 1 year is quite good. Anyway, I think it depends on how much time you spend on it or what other languages you already know. من تا 3 سال دیگه فارسی و مثل یه فارسی زبان صحبت میکنم. I'll speak Persian like a native speaker in 3 years. من تا 3 سال دیگه فارسی و مثل یه فارسی زبان صحبت میکنم. I'll speak Persian like a native speaker in 3 years. Yeah, as I said, I think different factors affect on the duration of being a native speaker. And you can speak like a real native. من 10 ساله که دارم فارسی یاد میگیرم. I've been learning Persian for 10 years. من 10 ساله که دارم فارسی یاد میگیرم. I've been learning Persian for 10 years. That's quite a long time and it means you already know how much this language is beautiful and unique. من میتونم فیلمای ایرانی رو بدون زیرنویس تماشا کنم. I can watch Iranian movies without subtitles. من میتونم فیلمای ایرانی رو بدون زیرنویس تماشا کنم. I can watch Iranian movies without subtitles. That's amazing. If you really can do it, it means you can really understand anything and you are really pro. Watching Iranian movie can make you familiar with their culture and you can understand a lot of items even. فارسی یاد گرفتن سرگرم کننده و آسونه. Persian is fun and easy to learn. فارسی یاد گرفتن سرگرم کننده و آسونه. Persian is fun and easy to learn. Yes, it is absolutely, and this is really beautiful. And when you start to learn Persian, you open the door of Persia's treasure of culture, beauty, and even wisdom. فارسی رو خودم دارم یاد میگیرم. I'm learning Persian all by myself. فارسی رو خودم دارم یاد میگیرم. I'm learning Persian all by myself. Nowadays with internet, all free materials and good resources for learning, you can do self-learning fast and easy. But if it was 50 years ago, it wasn't that much easy. من هر چیو که گفتی کامل فهمیدم. I completely understood everything you said. من هر چیو که گفتی کامل فهمیدم. I completely understood anything you said. It's perfect. Congratulations. It means you can easily communicate with the Persians and you can speak with them easily. من میخوام معلم زبان فارسی بشم. I want to become a Persian language teacher. من میخوام معلم زبان فارسی بشم. I want to become a Persian language teacher. I was a teacher before when I was in Iran and I know being and working as a muallim is very interesting and it is full of fun. دوست دارم بتونم یه روز کتاب ترجمه کنم. I'd like to be able to translate books. دوست دارم بتونم یه روز کتاب ترجمه کنم. I'd like to be able to translate books some days. I hope you really can do that. The books of Rumi and Khayyam, the Persian poet of 800 years ago, now are among the bestseller of US books.
In this lesson, we're going to deal with the to be verbs in Persian. Persian has different versions of the verb to be, but here I will talk about hast. We will also discuss how to talk about your nationality. When you meet a new person in Iran, they might ask you, Shoma ahle koja hastid, which is the equivalent of, where are you from? You're familiar with Shoma, the formal word for you. Ahl is from. E connects ahl to koja. Koja means where. Hastid is a conjugated form of the verb to be. Hast. Altogether, it's Shoma ahle koja hastid. Shoma ahle koja hastid. Answering this question is very easy. You just say man, which means I or me, then your nationality, then the to be word in first person, hastam. For example, man Amrikai hastam. I am American. Man Amrikai hastam. Just replace Amrikai with your own nationality in Persian. I am German is man Almani hastam. I am Italian is man Italyai hastam. I am Brazilian is man Brezili hastam. To return the question, you can simply say Vashoma, which is and you, in a polite way. Now it's time for Anita's advice. We learned the formal way of saying where are you from in Persian, but you might hear some shorter versions of the same phrase too. For example, Kojai hastid. Hastid can also change to hasti or hastin. You might also hear ahle kojai.
Want to speak real Persian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at PersianPod101.com.
In the last two lessons, we learned the main usage of the verb hast, which means to be in Persian. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the verb dashtan, which means to have. In this lesson, we'll use this verb and hast to talk about your age. If someone asks you, "Chand sal darid?" they're literally asking, "How many years do you have?" in formal Persian, or "How old are you?" Chand sal darid. Darid is the verb dashtan conjugated for you. Do you remember the conjugation formula we learned in the last lesson? This verb follows the same pattern. Let's see how dashtan fits into that pattern. Daram, I have. Dari, you have. Darad, he, she, or it has. Darim, we have. Darit, you have, plural. And darand, they have. Pretty easy, right? You just need to know the verb base. This is a special case, and for the present tense verb dashtan, meaning to have, the base is dar. If you use dasht as a base with this formula, you will make a past tense verb of to have. But don't worry, you'll get used to it. So if you want to be more informal, use the singular word for you. So, chand sal darid becomes chand sal dari. There's another version of this phrase which uses the verb hast. Chand sale hastid. How old are you? Chand sale hastid. Their difference is only in their verbs and an e after the word sal, meaning year or age. But when you're in Iran, the version you'll hear the most is chand salete. Chand salete. Now you have to answer with your age. The pattern is very simple. Here are some examples. I'm 18. 18 سال دارم. Or 18 ساله هستم. I'm 20. 20 سال دارم. Or 20 ساله هستم. Can you see what is happening here? Let's break down the sentence 18 سال دارم. I'm 18. 18 is 18. We learned about numbers back in lesson 6 and 7. Sal, meaning year or age. Daram means I have. This is the verb داشتن conjugated for I. 18 سال دارم. Sometimes, young Persian people won't ask your age directly, but instead will ask your birth year. You might hear this question in an informal situation. متولد چه سالی هستی؟ متولد چه سالی هستی؟ This literally means, what year are you born? You just have to answer using the last two figures of your birth year. من متولد 89 هستم, which literally means I am born in 89. Now it's time for Anita's advice. You must remember that Iranians use the solar Hijri calendar, so their years are different from the Gregorian calendar. But most Iranians know and use both. Just keep in mind that if you only mention the last two numbers of your birth year, someone might think you're talking about solar Hijri years and think that you're actually very young. So, if you don't know your actual birth year in solar Hijri, make sure to mention your full birth year instead.
سلام.
سلام.
چطوری؟ خوبی؟
من خوبم. تو خوبی؟
من هم خوبم. فردا میبینمت.
خدا حافظ. کیه؟
پستچی، یک بسته دارید.
متشکرم.
بفرمایید.
خیلی ممنون.
خواهش میکنم.
آخ، میبخشید.
بله؟
پاتون رو گذاشتین روی پای من.
وای، ببخشید.
اشکالی نداره.
خیلی عذر میخوام. سلام. غذا چی میل دارید؟
میتونم لیست غذا رو ببینم؟
بله، خدمت شما.
لطفاً کمی آب برایم میآورید؟
بله، چند لحظه؟ بفرمایید.
ببخشید، میتونم غذا رو سفارش بدم؟
جمشید؟ خودتی؟ آرش؟ خیلی وقت ندیدمت. از دیدنت خیلی خوشحالم. چقدر عوض شدی؟ تو هم همینطور. چه خبر؟ چه کارها میکنی؟
First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
یک خانم و آقا دارند صحبت می کنند. اونها میخوان اول چیکار کنند؟
امروز میخوایی چیکار کنی؟
میخواهم برم یک فیلم ببینم.
باشه، من میخواهم یک بازی بیسبال تو تلویزیون ببینم.
همچنین میخواهم خرید هم برم.
بازی بیسبال ساعت 1 بعد از ظهر شروع میشه.
باشه. پس بگذار اول فیلم رو ببینیم. بعد تو میتونی بازی بیسبال رو تماشا کنی.
باشه، بعدش عصر میریم خرید.
اونها میخوان اول چیکار کنند؟ یک خانم و آقا دارند صحبت می کنند. اونها میخوان اول چیکار کنند؟
امروز میخوایی چیکار کنی؟
میخواهم برم یک فیلم ببینم.
باشه، من میخواهم یک بازی بیسبال تو تلویزیون ببینم.
همچنین میخواهم خرید هم برم.
بازی بیسبال ساعت 1 بعد از ظهر شروع میشه.
باشه. پس بگذار اول فیلم رو ببینیم. بعد تو میتونی بازی بیسبال رو تماشا کنی.
باشه، بعدش عصر میریم خرید.
یک زن در رستوران در حال صرف ناهار است. او چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟
آیا بعد از غذا قهوه و یا دسر میل دارید؟
چه دسرهایی دارید؟
ما پودینگ و پای سیب داریم.
در واقع من فقط یک قهوه می خواهم، لطفاً.
آیا شما شکر و شیر می خواهید؟
لطفاً آن را با شیر بیاورید. او چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟ یک زن در رستوران در حال صرف ناهار است. او چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟
آیا بعد از غذا قهوه و یا دسر میل دارید؟
چه دسرهایی دارید؟
ما پودینگ و پای سیب داریم.
در واقع من فقط یک قهوه می خواهم، لطفاً.
آیا شما شکر و شیر می خواهید؟
لطفاً آن را با شیر بیاورید.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.